We got the new QBZ-95. It's Bang Thing makes it, or BF, and this is sold from ZHENDUOBLASTER.com. So this is the new version. It's definitely more robust, better built, and that's also why it is about $180, where the other one's cheaper, the first version of the QBZ-95. So I was messing around with this, and I wanted to go ahead and at least upgrade the spring. And also, the charge handle wasn't working, which I assumed would be a working charge handle based on the blaster and what I had read online. But after looking at it more closely, I cannot find any type of switch or button that actually should be hitting when you pull it back that would be doing the priming or the pre-feeding. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. First off, to get it to this point, and this is the only point you need to get it to upgrade the spring at least, and we'll look at that a little more in a minute. You've just got a couple pins that push out here. That's these big ones, right? And then up front, you do need to disconnect that one when you're taking it apart. I just pushed it back in to hold it together for the time being. So if I wanted to take more of it apart, like you can, but I didn't see any point in doing that. The gearbox is all at the back here. So this is the same gearbox, I believe, that's in the new, in the newest version of the P90, right? So it's like an inline, I believe it's just like an inline Gen 8 gearbox. So what I was talking about specifically here with the charge handle, right? So this pushes this back, right? But when I looked all over in here, even underneath it, there's no sort of switch that actually hits that could actually do any sort of priming. I've even removed it all the way. So in this case, I'm not seeing any way of making it do any sort of priming or pre-feeding. And I guess that it just doesn't have that capability after all, or I've completely missed it, but I've looked through it several times and I don't see it. If somebody else is very familiar with these and they know that I'm missing something, please let me know, because I don't know what it is. All right. Obviously, we see the motor here, and then back here, kind of hard to see, that's where the MOSFET is, right? And then the spring is right where I'm pointing. So you can access the spring right here, and you could do the spring upgrade, right? So it's just a plastic pin like we see on the retention pin, like we see on most Gen 8 gearboxes. And then the spring that it came with was this. So this was the stock spring, and this is like an M80 that I was just going to go ahead and put in there because that's what I have. So putting this spring in and taking it out is as easy as changing every other spring that I've shown in lots of videos, right? You're just going to push that back in, use a screwdriver to just turn it after you line up those notches and turn it in place. Since you can't really see it on video, I'm not going to try to show that to you. All right, other than that, I think that's all I'm going to do with this. I have some cosmetic different things I'm going to do. You can see I've already mounted this top rail. That's a sight. It still allows you to use the sight to see through and to see through there. And then you've got the rail up top. And I've got a couple other things I'm going to be adding that are cosmetic as well. So I'll show you guys that when it's done. We should see a nice little increase with the spring. And yeah, that's about it. So the QBZ-95, this is the new version. Definitely, like I said, it's just a better made, more robust, stronger blaster than the previous QBZ. And very similar gearbox to what we see in that new, it's probably the identical gearbox, to be honest, that we see in the new P90 from Bang Thing as well. Comments, questions, post them below. Like, subscribe, share my channel with your friends, participate in those monthly giveaways. Thanks.